Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm excited. I'm back. I have an interesting video for you today. I have another ESEE product. This is a knife. This is the ESEE Izula in Desert Tan, and it has a sheath with it. These are ESEE knives, Randall's Adventure and Training. It's got their contact information right there, in case you want to get a hold of ESEE. These are top of the line quality knives made in America. I'm very excited. I've been saving my money, and I finally got the money saved up to pick up this guy. So I'm super excited. Let's open this up and see what's inside the package. So right here, I'm like a kid at Christmas. There's the knife itself. We'll put that down and come back to that in a second. There is an ESEE sticker that will go on my vehicle. Pretty cool. There is an ESEE card, and this is a good quality card. Feels like a driver's license card material or something. It's pretty cool. So let me make sure my finger's out of the way so you can actually take a look. Pause the screen if you want to read that information. So that's a tactical rescue, land navigation, wilderness, SAR, jungle survival. It's like a business card for ESEE. So that's pretty neat. There's another sticker, Randall's Adventure Training. And then of course inside here, and the last thing in the package, is this little pamphlet on the Izula. It's like an owner's manual. And the one I got is this one here. So I've got an ESEE knife, and I just love their knives. They're awesome knives. There's a little bit of directions on getting the sheath together, and then of course on the back, that's all the information there. And that card talks about how you can put paracord on the handle right there. If I could hold that a little still. It's just pretty cool. Very nice information in this. So it's cool. I love that these are made in America. So here's the package itself. Get a little closer to the camera here. Here's the package itself. It's got a little warning label on it. And inside you can see the knife in there. Cut that through. I love the way they package these things. The packaging is really solid, so it's not gonna get oxygen to the blade. So you pull that out. There's other stuff here, but there's the Izula. Man, look at that. That thing is light. That is a cool looking knife. Full tang. This thing doesn't weigh anything. It's a beautiful color. Love the way that looks. That thing is nice. Fits the hand very well. I like that deep finger choil right there. I like that. That is cool. Very cool knife. This sheath here is not Kydex, it's more like a plastic kind of sheath, but I like that it has a hole here so you could use like paracord and put it around your neck, have like a neck knife. The neck knife that I'm used to using is the Tops, what do they call that, a mini Scandi. So right here you have another card. And then on the back, more survival stuff. I love that they do that. That's super cool. There's nothing left in there, but in here you have a clip. So this is a clip. If you want to just clip this baby to your belt, you can do that. And I think I will install this, but I need a Phillips screwdriver to do it. Let's take a closer look at that clip though. Make sure I'm not losing any screws or anything. So you get all the stuff you need. You get the screws, all the hardware there, and then here is that hard metal clip. So you just pull that out and it goes right over your belt. See that? And then this just connects straight to the side of the sheath here, just like this, with those screws. And then it gives you a nice little package that you can put on your hip right there. If you have any molly webbing or anything, you could attach that to your pack, which is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws and 4 nuts, I guess you could call it. So that's cool. We'll do that later. Let's take another look at this knife. Man, that is a beautiful blade. I like that right there. You could put that like a carabiner through there and you could hang this baby. Maybe if it's on your pack or something. Now my other ESEE has a sheath very similar to this, and it's like a plastic. It's not a Kydex, but I haven't had any problems with it. It's holding up just fine. But look at that. Very nice retention. No noise if you rattle it. It's got a nice profile of the blade. Then again, you got a carabiner hole here or a paracord hole. You can also run paracord through these holes if you want to tie it to something or things like that. But man, that knife, just the fit of that little finger choil right there, your finger chokes up real nice into that area, and this handle is so thin. There's a little jimping right there. It's got a good feel to it, and that blade is sharp. I can feel it. Little piece of wood right here on the ground, and it's been raining, so let's get a little glimpse of what that blade can do. Man, it's just digging in. That is pretty cool. I like this too because full tang, so you got that full length of that blade, and it's sharp from the factory. I like that they left that hollow, because they say that you can run paracord through that and make yourself a paracord handle, which I'll probably do with this knife, being the survival kind of guy that I am. But that's a beautiful knife. It's got like an ant on it. Both sides. Very nice looking knife. So right here I have a piece of cedar juniper, and it's live. You can see there, it's just cutting into that. This is a hardwood, so you're seeing this thing cut a green hardwood. I think this knife would be good for, well, it's sharp. I think this would be good for making a hand drill spindle or a bow drill set. You could probably use it for stuff like that, cutting cordage, just your small tasks around camp. You could do light batoning. Of course, your baton material can't be any wider than the width of the blade, so it would be kind of pointless to try to baton something large. But you can see it makes very quick work of this. If you want to just get the bark off of this, maybe you want to make a little poker to put a hot dog on or something to put over a flame. I think this would be a nice little camp knife. I picked it up. I've been looking at these small knives for a while, and I thought, man, I gotta pick one of those up. Those are too cool to miss out on. It's powerful. It's a powerful cutter. Look at that. For as small as it is, and it doesn't weigh anything. That's the thing that I'm real impressed by. It's very, very lightweight. It's just cutting into that material very well. And this is live, this ain't dead, so look at that. Pretty crazy. So cutting cordage or things like that around camp, when you need a small knife, it'd probably be good for stuff like that. I don't like doing this tip test, especially on a knife that I paid for with my own money. Is it going to damage that tip? Is it going to bend? Is it going to break? Is it going to do anything to the tip? So far, no. This knife, doing this stab test, it does have some hot spots in the handle because there's no grips or scales or nothing. So it is kind of hard on the hand doing this stabbing. But as you can see, it didn't do nothing to the tip. The tip looks just fine. Nothing wrong there. Very nice. Let's try to give it one good one here. No problems at all. Nice solid tip on this knife. So maybe you need to cut a little bit of yucca to make your cordage. So wow, that knife did quick work with that yucca. Look at that. Just cuts right through that stuff like butter. Maybe you need to process some meat at camp or some vegetables or something. Or like in my case right here, cutting up this yucca stalk. The knife did a good job. It's a very clean cut right there. Hopefully you're seeing that. Look at that. No problem. It's a very sharp blade. No problems at all. Sharp blade. Okay, let's take a look and see how well will this baton. So you can see that this thickness is plenty for this blade, so it shouldn't have any issues batoning through this piece. Nice, went right through it, just like butter. Good quality steel, 1095 high carbon steel. And it went right through it. Let me adjust my camera there. Right through it with no problems. Start up here. Right through. It's doing a good job so far. Of course, this is really small stuff. We're going to get on to a little bit bigger stuff here in a second. But I just want to test this blade, put it through some wood. Batoning is definitely something that I do quite a bit because I don't like carrying an axe or a hatchet all the time. So if I have a good blade that can do that, I try to keep that blade handy. Now, of course, I'm not saying that this little tiny knife here would replace a hatchet. By no means am I saying that. So let's move on to a little bit larger piece here. You can see the thickness of this wood versus the blade. So it'll still probably easily go through. Let's go right in that crack right there. Looks like I hit a knot, but it made quick work of it. So if you're trying to make a small fire, making some small kindling, this knife would definitely be able to handle that kind of a task. Let's go get a deeper bite on it. There we go. Looks like it's working. Let's go back to the bigger piece here. So that's going to be a pretty good little test. So far far, the profile of the blade just cuts right through it. No problem. And if you look at all this batoning, you know, let's take a look at this larger piece. This piece is pretty big, but it should be something that we can handle here. Right through it. Went right through that piece like it was nothing. I'm impressed with this little knife, with how much I'm able to do with such a small blade. How much progress I'm getting out of it. Look at this piece. Pretty good size. And this is all juniper, so this is hardwood. This ain't some pine, this ain't softwood. This is hardwood, and it's a little bit damp. I've been getting a little bit of rain recently. Looks like we hit a knot there. That's why I had to bust it through. And this is probably more than I'll ever need this knife to do. I'm just kind of challenging myself to see if the knife can do it. There it goes. Went right through it. It cut right through that knot. Crazy. Let's do it again this way. We're gonna run. Oh, it took us right around the knot. Good. Let's see, can we get to it again if we go maybe here? It just broke the wood. Just broke all the wood right there. So look at all this kindling that I've made with this little tiny knife right here. Just cut all this little bits of firewood with this ESEE Izula. That's pretty cool. That's good work out of that blade. Didn't expect it to go through so much. But man, I'm impressed with this little blade. If you look at the profile of the blade, it's not bent anywhere. It's not messed up nowhere. The edge is still fine. Everything's good on it. Wow. What an impressive little knife that is. Here's a closer look at the blade. No issues. Still straight. The edge is fine. The coating is fine. I am really pleasantly impressed with this blade. This is a nice little knife. Definitely gonna go have a good spot in my pack. So my final thoughts are pretty simple. I need to spend more time with this knife and get to learn it a little more, but as of what I can see right now, I really like it. It seems to just go right through that yucca. It went right through that hardwood. I like this plastic sheath. I love the weight and balance and feel of this. It feels super solid in the hands. And I like the profile of the blade. The blade profile is very nice. Price point wasn't too bad. I think I paid $59 for it on Amazon. So I'll make sure to put a link down below in the description box so you can find this. But yeah, I'm excited about this knife. I love ESEE products. Their knives are cool. Plus they're made in America. They're made out of good steel too. This is 1095 high carbon steel. Which another thought kind of crosses my mind. And that is, could I bang some chert, maybe some quartz, maybe some flint against this and use it as a striker, you know, to create sparks into charred material? I don't know. So that's definitely something that I'm interested in finding out. I know that 1095 is generally good for that, so I think that profile right there would be excellent for a striker. Look at that. You know, you'd actually have to hold it this way and hold your rock here and hit it like this, so, or maybe do it downwards so that you're going away from the sheath. But I really do think that this could be a good striking edge here. for making your sparks into your charred material. But so far I really like it. ESEE, you know, my other ESEE knife is phenomenal. It's amazing. I think the price point was good. They did not send this to me for review. I bought it with my own money. I like small knives because sometimes when I go out, I'm looking for something small. I'm looking for something light. I'm looking for something that's gonna last. You know, if I'm backpacking, I don't want some big old heavy knife. And if all I'm gonna be doing is putting up shelter or processing a little bit of meat or processing a little bit of, you know, tinder for fire, or making a hearth for a bow drill, I think a little knife like this would be perfect, because you don't need to baton anything too big. I love the fact that they put the survival information on the back of the package. I think that's cool. There's so much stuff there. It talks about declination. It talks about how to travel in azimuth, determining feet and distance. You know, it's got pace counting on it. It talks about maps a little bit, conversions, and short-term survival tips. I mean, everything on this package is cool. And it's made in America. So I hope you got some good, useful information out of this video today. I want to say thank you guys for stopping by and checking out this video of me checking out my ESEE Izula knife with sheath. I like it so far. I love the weight of it. I just think it's going to be great for what I do. So with all that being said, we'll talk at you next time. Thanks again. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. Bye for now.